Hey guys, Red Panda Mining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This video, oh man, Bitcoin has fallen below 75,000 as of recording. Oh my goodness, I think I saw a flash crash down to 73, and a bunch of altcoins are also going down with it, except for Con. What is this Con coin? I was just looking on Mining Now, just for Bitcoin miners, at 9 cents per kilowatt hour. If you have that electrical rate, an S21 right now is losing a bit of money at 9 cents per kilowatt hour, which is rough. So S21 plus looks like you're just about breaking even. So crypto mining is getting real rough right now. If you don't have cheap electricity, it's rough. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about, if I'm shutting down or, keeping my miners on. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in today's video here. And I want to know, in your guys' situation, are you staying on? Are you turning off? Are you crypto mining as a hobby? Are you crypto mining as a business? There are different variables, different situations everyone's in. So I would love to know if you guys are, doing either or. Let me know down below. So I'm going to talk to you guys about currently what I'm doing with my GPUs, my ASIC miners, which I got on the other side of my basement over there. We'll go over there, talk about my ASICs, GPUs, even my AI, CPU mining rigs, all that kind of stuff. So I'll see you guys after today's video sponsor.
Are you tired of jumping between mining pools, swapping wallets, or even dealing with complicated payouts? Check out PowerPool.io. PowerPool has the top mining algorithms such as SHA-256, Script, EagleSong, X11, K-Heavy-Hash, and even ETC hash, letting you mine while optionally converting rewards into Bitcoin, USDC, or other supported coins. PowerPool helps you avoid holding volatile altcoin balances and simplifies treasury management, especially useful for mining farms or anyone tracking taxes and cash flow. Personally, over the past couple months, I've pointed all of my ASIC mining hardware to PowerPool, and I have found it to be the most profitable and honest when it comes to their auto conversions and adjustable payout options. If your goal is hash first, settlement later in BTC or stablecoins, PowerPool makes that workflow easy. Don't take my word for it. Test it yourself and sign up today using referral code RPM for 0.5% pool fees from their normal 1% pool fee structure for more coins in your wallet. Check out powerpool.io, link below.
All right, my friends. Okay, so with Bitcoin and crypto going down here, it's definitely getting a little rough. I mean, we've been seeing some network hash rates, especially for Bitcoin, been going down over the past bit here ever since, I think when Bitcoin was, back in October, November, back in 2025, Bitcoin was like 122K. Ever since then, we had a flash crash, the Binance liquidations happening, I think October 10th. Ever since then, we've just been on this downfall trend. And a lot of crypto miners have been turning off, I guess, depending on their electrical rate, depending on the miners they have, the efficiency, all that kind of stuff matters. And so we are seeing hash rate fall off on Bitcoin, on Litecoin, as script miners. Dogecoin price is also going down. That's where a lot of the profit's from, right? If you're Litecoin merge mining, Dogecoin is like majority of the profit there. But it's also dropping, right? Hash rate is dropping because there's a lot of people with, not L9s, but a lot of people with maybe L7s or L3 pluses or other older inefficient models that have been out in the wild now over the past couple of years. Since we are now down in price, it's just not feasible or profitable for majority of people who are crypto mining at above, electrical, maybe residential electrical rates, which I think on average have been going up now 15 to, 17 cents per kilowatt hour on average now. It's getting rough. Now, unless you're someone who has solar or free power or running it as a hobby and you don't care, you're running maybe those small little Bitcoin miners just for fun in hopes that you're gonna win the lottery, hit a Bitcoin block, that's great. And actually, as of right now, there is gonna be a Bitcoin difficulty drop in about, I think, 5 or 4 days time as of recording. Should be about 14 to 15% network difficulty drop for Bitcoin. So anyone who's Bitcoin mining, maybe with your Avalon Q or BitAxes or NerdQaxe++s, those are now gonna have a little bit higher chance to find a Bitcoin block because there's been a lot more hash rate that has fallen off the network. Now, just to give you guys some perspective for me, I'm in my basement here, one of my garage bays here, where I'm crypto mining. You know, I got my big metal shelf. I have my power infrastructure here. I have 3 30 amp 240 volt circuits here, all right, that have been run, and I'm pretty much maxed out. And I'm mining with a lot of my ASIC miners, Ethereum Classic miners, script miners. Got 2 L9s here. I do have an Avalon Q here, which is Bitcoin mining. I have, the INI box, which is, I'm still surprised, that thing still makes like $24, $25 a day. I have an Antminer E11 that's still making a little bit of money on Ethereum Classic. And I have 2 Zcash miners, which are, I think, a little bit above my electrical rate, which is about, I'm right now at about 73, 74 cents USD. So yeah, it's still good for me. I'm still positive, right? I'm running this all as a business as well. All right, as much as I would love to pay this as a hobby and hold everything, right now it's yeah, you know, it's getting rough. But for those that have been following the channel, I have been predominantly mining, you know, into USDC over the past like year or so. And I've been doing that with PowerPool. Shout out to PowerPool. If you guys want to sign up, they got 0.5% pool fees right now. If you sign up on a new account under using my code RPM, 0.5% pool fee, which is amazing, right? They got amazing conversion, honest conversions running into any of their supported coins that you like. But for me now, okay, so I've been predominantly getting into USDC because I thought during the times when, you know, Bitcoin was high, script mining was very, very profitable. It was apparent that making that type of money wouldn't last long or wouldn't sustain that high. So I've been predominantly going into USDC, some Bitcoin as well, but mainly USDC, so that for if this time, you know, when things are low, which here we are now, I was expecting that I had the strategy of when things are low, I have the capital now, have the capital reserve to invest when things are much lower. Maybe buy Bitcoin, not necessarily mine Bitcoin, but I could buy Bitcoin much lower now because I have that safety net, capital reserve, capital preservation, whatever term you guys want to use, like big farms use. I learned all those terms from big farms who use those special words. I don't care about that, but understanding the strategy, right, of now you have the capital to maybe buy machines when it's lower as well, right? Machines, ASIC pricing is coming down now. So I'm expecting over the next week or so, if, you know, Bitcoin does continue to go lower or stay where we are now, we're maybe going to see a lot lower pricing on ASIC miners. I guess we'll see. But right now, yeah, not a lot of people are going to be buying, you know, big boy miners, L9s right now, unless you have lots of money and, you know, you have cheap power, of course. Of course, there are tons of people who are doing the same strategy that I just did. Maybe they sold a lot, right? Back in 120K, 125K, they got the capital now to invest when times are lower, just like now. But what's not to say we could go even lower? So that's something I don't know about. Anyways, predominantly, I still have everything on. I'm not shutting down my ASIC miners at this point in time. I guess time will tell as we go along, but when I'm breaking even on maybe, let's say, all of my miners, maybe my L9s one day are gonna be breaking even, I'm gonna flick the switch and now do the whole mine and hodl strategy. Because yeah, at that time, then the yields will be much higher because a lot of people have turned off. And so I will be then gaining more of the yield and then just mine and hodl up until the next cycle, essentially. And thankfully, again, I have the capital to pay my electrical bill out of pocket, right? That's the strategy some people play. Now, let's talk about my GPUs, okay? So my GPUs, okay, this is where it's a bit rough right now. All right, I have all 178Xs right now. I was mining Quai over the past like 2 weeks, but Quai has been coming down in price, and I switched them. I just switched them out to mining Xelis at this point. Quai's price has kind of been going down. It hasn't been profitable per se as of right now. I think it's profitable for like L9 script miners at this point in time. That may change, but right now my 178Xs, I switched to mining Xelis. So for now, and I'm using actually a lot less power. Xelis does take like, I'd say 500, 600 watts less per Octominer that I have here, or GP Riser R8. 8 178Xs on each each GPU rig, right? So I'm using a lot less power now because Kapow is the Kapow algorithm. So in that regard, yeah, GPU mining for me, I'm maybe each 170HX right now is maybe making like a dime a day, which honestly, I don't know if I really want to keep these on anymore. And come to think of it, I do have a few more ASIC miners coming, so yeah, it really depends. You know, I got a D9 here. This Antminer D9 actually still makes a little bit of money, but I may have a few more ASIC miners coming, and those are going to be potentially turning on. It's really sad to say that I might have to turn off my 170HXs during this time if things continue to go down even lower. Altcoins and whatnot are going to potentially go lower. The proof of work altcoins, I mean, they've predominantly have been going lower over the past like 3 years, ever since the Ethereum merge. And yeah, it's, you know, I had bullish thoughts regarding GPU mining, but ultimately it's been a fail. And I should have just liquidated my 3070s at the time. I could have got a lot more money for them versus trading them in for 170HXs, but live and learn. You know, I was really bullish on GPU mining, and now it's of course, depending on your electrical rate, it's not very lucrative right now. So yeah, all my 6600 XTs are off. They're literally just sitting. They've been sitting here for the past year. I don't want to, I just haven't had a moment to sell them or do anything with these. I truly love the 6600 XTs. Like, these are truly like one of the best GPUs and really efficient AMD GPUs for their time. The 6600 XTs, man, such great GPUs, but I gotta move on, I think. And right now, GPU mining isn't that lucrative, even though I have the best GPU, one of the best GPUs for mining, like dollar per hash wise. All right, 170HXs are literally the best. But yeah, right now it's not looking too great. But for now, I'm keeping them on. We'll see how long I will willing to pay out of pocket. Thankfully, again, I have the capital reserved to, you know, continue on mining with these, but not sure how much longer I want to continue. You know, right now how much power am I using? I'm using 3,000, 5,000, 3,000, 3,000. So I do have one ASIC on there. So about 12,000, 13, 14,000 watts combined for all of my 170HXs at this point in time. So yeah, you know, I would rather, you know, if I do get more ASICs in, I'd rather be running those than these, because really literally only making about what, 80, under a buck on each rig right now. So literally I'd say combined $12 a day profit after my electric on all of my GPUs here, 170HXs, which, you know, I could go drive for Uber for half an hour and make, you know, 12 bucks or something. Yeah, so it's kind of sad in a way that, yeah, having it like this. But I know I should really, you guys are gonna say, Red Panda, mine and hodl, you know, yeah, you know, I want to do that. Again, I've predominantly been doing that over the past couple of years. I'm already holding a bunch of bags, and they're already down. A lot of them are down 80, 90, 99% down. So I'm already distraught about holding any more altcoins at this point in time. So let me know if you guys are still GPU mining. Oh my goodness, that was sad. Just talking about that made me sad. GPU mining is truly dead now, or was truly dead after the Ethereum merge. Thank God I have not had to use my fire extinguisher ever since I ran my own electrical, did all my mining stuff everywhere. Knock on wood, thank you, thank God. All right, okay. Moving along, my CPUs. Okay, CPU mining, man, Monero, I think has been going down, and I think I called it in like a couple live streams ago. Monero is not going to sustain, you know, at those prices, and it's been going down. But ultimately, I'm really not earning that much anymore on my 3900Xs, 5950Xs. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Honestly, I've been having thoughts about selling these rigs and just taking the money right now. People, gamers are still buying these 3900X. I can make PCs out of these, but right now, yeah, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I know these were before I had 4090s on them, 5090s. I still have my 5090 on this one, on Salad. I think it's still making a little bit, but yeah, right now I think AI, the whole AI realm, it's getting a little, I'm not gonna say like bubble territory, well, maybe it is, but depending on what platform you're on, a lot of these platforms aren't obviously 100% rented, right? 100% utilized. And there's a lot of bigger entities out there that are expanding into the AI realm, data center realm, and you know, it feels like it's becoming a bubble in a sense, but really depends on the type of hardware you have. And honestly, servers, right? These, if you're gonna be investing in AI, this is the way to do it. Right now, I'm on a different platform called simplepod.ai, and my 3060 rig here and my 3090 server here are rented on that platform. So if you don't have the ability to have, you know, fiber internet, you know, all the infrastructure involved to run something like this, you may not get, you know, involved in those private platforms, which there are a few out there. And yeah, you know, the whole AI realm right now, even on Salad, I know Salad just opened up some jobs, I think, but how long is that gonna last, right? I know Clore, I looked on Clore.ai, their utilization rate right now is like 20 or 30%, extremely low. I think Vast.ai is maybe 50, 60% utilized on that platform. So, you know, obviously it's a very interesting time right now, especially with the market going down. I'm going to be curious about, you know, with a lot of layoffs that have been happening, are the companies going to be renting out Hashrate, or sorry, renting out servers and, you know, AI rigs right now to, you know, get involved in AI for whatever AI workload that they need for their companies. All right, circling back to Bitcoin mining right now, solo mining seems to be the hot thing right now. You know, as power costs are high, these types of devices, you know, they don't take that much power. So under 100 watt, 200 watt, 300 watt devices, people are willing to, you know, keep those on. So even in downturns like this, when Bitcoin's price is down, some people, or most people that have these types of devices, are probably gonna keep them on to try to, you know, try their luck on hitting a Bitcoin block. So you know, I got a lot of these little Nano 3S's and stuff, and you guys have probably seen my NerdQaxe ++s and whatnot upstairs, NerdQaxes, but I got two Nano 3S's here that have two dead power supplies. So I actually have a video coming up real soon. I actually have power supply replacements for these two Nano 3S's. So stay tuned for that video, and yeah, I gotta get these up because also I'm gonna be solo mining to my own Bitcoin Cash node, which some of you guys may have seen I just got up recently. So trying to have everything in-house and see if I can hit some blocks by having my own local node. So that's gonna be really cool. You guys should stay tuned for those videos. All right, the 20 GPU rig, this thing, give you guys an update. There really is no update. I haven't touched this thing for a year, probably 2 years now, I think. It's just been sitting here doing nothing. The CMP 50HXs, the MSI ones specifically, I've had these and ultimately never, I don't think I ever used them. I bought them for like, I think they were like $80 or something back then, but I ultimately never used them. And yeah, this 20 GPU rig is done. It's dead, okay? All right, 20 GPU rig. Oh, there's some RAM in there. I think that's like 64 gigs of RAM. I should take that out and sell it. This 20 GPU rig is done. I'm done. I don't know how to, I don't even know what to do. I'm just gonna be, it's just gonna stay here like this because I don't even want to touch it. All right, it's just the amount of effort and time, mental stress that this thing has caused me. I'm no longer going to be doing anything with this, but that's just me talking. Probably, maybe I'll come back to this soon. Who knows? Okay, and finally, I got some heavy hitter 4090 GPUs here that I really got to get on and working. And these are gonna go into my new AI server. It's actually over here. I haven't unboxed it yet. Custom Computing, I bought this from you for like, what, $600? An amazing deal. And yeah, I really got to get this thing going because my other AI rigs are doing very well right now. They are rented and it's earning a good amount of income for doing AI. And actually not even using that much power either. Honestly, I've never seen my AI rigs use that much power right now. Even though they're rented, they're at 3 amps and then 5 amps on this bank. They're really not using that much power at all. I'm just extremely surprised, but they're rented. So that's kind of like a common thing I have been seeing with a few AI rigs, that, you know, there's really not much power usage on them right now. So anyways, guys, I think that's it for this video. I'm not turning off anything at this point in time. Even if the market does go down a bit further, then I'm gonna flick the switch. All my rigs will be going back into yield. I don't know, maybe we're on this like falling knife right now, and we could be going down even further over time. So maybe it's not the best I go into, you know, into the native coin, you know, stack the coins in hopes that it goes up in the near future. I mean, it could go up in the next 2 years, but that's the same idea that we've been playing for the past couple years. And yeah, so I think ultimately stacking Bitcoin is not going to be an issue. But I think altcoins, that's where the issue lies, because not every altcoin has gone up, you know, over the past year or so, and Bitcoin even went to 122K or something like that. Anyways, guys, are you guys shutting down? Are you guys keeping things on? Again, are you running it as a business? Are you a hobby? You know, everyone is a different financial situation, so depending how everything is going right now. But just wanted to give you guys update of yeah, you know, mining is definitely rough, but it's gonna depend on your electrical costs, of course. Okay, so let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Yeah, and no, I think I'm just gonna sell all the 3900Xs. Yeah, I think that's the best. That's the best course of action.